Hello everyone, it's William Basumba! And I'm here to rate the Kanye West album, Donda, which just dropped on Sunday, 29th of August. I've had a whole week now where I've basically been listening to nothing else. And I am by no means a qualified musical critic or musical anything. I'm just a big fan of music, especially Kanye West music and the entire Kanye West catalog. However, that does not mean I am going to be biased. I didn't think this album existed. I genuinely didn't believe it. When it dropped and I saw the black square, I genuinely thought it would be more of poop diddy scoop. And after watching Anthony Fantano's Twitch stream where he had his first reactions, I can now confidently say I too can also rate this album. This is Kanye's 10th studio album, and I don't think I need to really describe and go into details as to who Kanye West is. I'm pretty sure we all know this guy. And if you don't, he is the guy that said,
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
That's about all you need to know. You say Kanye West and everyone knows who the hell you're talking about. The guy's reputation precedes him. Now on to more specifics. Donda. There's two sort of initial remarks I can say about the album. One being it reminded me a lot of the crazy erratic switch up of mood that Life of Pablo gave us, as well as Jesus is King gospel type themed. I saw a TikTok actually, the point of view, you have Donda on shuffle and it had all these different moods, and CJ from GTA was there like crying, he was going up, being raised into the ether, and genuinely this is what I'm talking about, this erratic state of the album. I don't even think you need to listen to it on shuffle for that to happen. It's genuinely the next track after the one you're listening to, or two tracks down the line, you have a completely different shift in emotion. And the second thing was the no swearing. Obviously being a man of Christ now, and I guess, no cursing on Sundays, was completely censored, including himself. Which is a bit like, bro, like, just why don't you not swear maybe? You know it's coming out, you know this is what's gonna be on the album. Maybe you don't have to swear. The features list for the actual album is insane. Knowing Kanye might be subject to change over the next 6 months or 1 year, I could see certain features getting changed, switched up, added. So obviously the initial first song, which was extremely strange to listen to, especially on my initial first listen. Donda, 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 Donda. I don't know if it's theory, if it's confirmed, but it is apparently the last heartbeats of Donda West. I'm not saying that makes it any less or more serious or, funny, but it does make sense, with the album being an ode to his mother in memory of her. Obviously that being the initial track, I guess, it signifies almost, that her death is what sparked the life of this project. And it's kind of beautiful in this poetic sense. Maybe I'm looking into it too much and reading into it and giving him more credit, but this is Kanye West we're talking about. He very easily could have done something like this in order to get this message across. And with it being the first track, it's almost like the pregnancy period in death that she's given birth to this project. Going straight into jail, this is like an anthem, even got the arena sound to it. It sounds like you're at a concert. And then Jay-Z comes in. I love his verse. I love his wordplay with cells, selfie, cell phone, jail cell, and it all fits together really nice. Really happy that Jay-Z was on it. That is a friendship which I think needs to be preserved, even if it is purely just for music making. We go into God Breathed, which reminded me a lot of Yeezus. I like the song, don't get me wrong, I do like the song. I just think that the outro instrumental goes on for way too long. I've listened to it multiple times and I just think it goes on for longer than it needs to be. I think it's cool for a couple bars. It just goes on for way too long, Kanye. We jump into Off the Grid and immediate love of the song. It's a great sounding instrumental. You've got a fantastic feature from Playboi Carti, who can't even make good bars on his own project. Hurricane, my God. Abel, this guy's voice, it's just, it takes me up and lifts my soul to the 9th dimension. Genuinely, the guy single-handedly lifted my spirit into heaven. Bro, every time it gets me. When The Weeknd sings with the choir in the background, oh my God! Literally, oh my God, Jesus Christ. I think Lil Baby is the perfect fit for this. He comes in hard, he comes in spitting. It really is just a good song. Praise God. Baby Keem, Travis, and obviously Kanye himself. And I'll be honest with you, Baby Keem ruined that song. Fucking ruined it. It was actually a really good song up until his verse. Bro, come on, man. How did that not get cut from the album? In my opinion, ruin the song. This is how the lyrics read. And I'm still outside. I'm still outside. Still outside. Huh. Let's get right. Huh. Let's get right. Huh. Let's get right. Let's get right. And then he actually starts his verse. On to JONAH. Oh my God, man. The vocal that starts this song off, it's heavenly, it's angelic, it's beautiful. I don't know who the hell Vori is. I feel like I've heard his voice before. I don't know where, I don't know on what track. It's a beautiful vocal. I felt like I had to listen. I was compelled to listen. Okay. It's just okay. I have nothing else to really say about it. I forgot that Lil Yachty actually featured on the project. He was probably the least memorable feature of the entire feature list. Yeah, just okay. Junior Watanabe on my Junior Watanabe on my I think it's a really good song. It does sound a little bit more like a Playboi Carti song featuring Kanye West rather than Kanye West featuring Playboi Carti. I think it's a good song, it's catchy. I do think, however, the part 2 of this song, I say part 2, the alternate version, which has Ty Dolla $ign on it, is a lot better. I always do enjoy the Ty Dolla $ign and Kanye West dynamic that they have, their little vocal synergy. And I think that Kanye probably should have picked that version. And then we have the Lauryn Hill sample on Believe What I Say. Oh my, I mean, this is a bop. This is a tune. Don't let the lifestyle drag you. I really like the song. I think the beat flip to that dancey beat, the bars being this upbeat, like it really elevates your mood. The next song is 24, which as soon as I saw it on the track list, I thought it was a Kobe Bryant tribute, and that's exactly what it was. It's featuring the Sunday Service Choir, who did Jesus is Kings. It's never seen the circuit. It's featuring them, and this time it's a more low, slow, sadder, and more vocal tone. I don't even know what to say. Like, what a feeling this song gives, especially knowing what the song's about, knowing how I felt when I learned about Kobe's death, knowing how it still feels surreal and unreal that he's gone. All credit and all praise to Kanye West for this song, and obviously to the Sunday Service Choir. R.I.P. Kobe, man. Remote Control is a decent song, not very memorable. It has the Young Thug feature, and I love me some Young Thug. Everyone who's known me knows that I've loved this guy since we were in like year 8. So I was, what, 14? Bro, Young Thug is my guy. So it is a bit of a shock and almost disappointment that I don't really remember the song Remote Control. It's not really a track that jumps out at me as a banger. But yeah, overall, it's a good song. It's just not very memorable. I wanna go to the moon, darling, so soon. How can I live? Oh my God. I swear that I'm Don Toliver, this guy, he just makes any song sound good. His voice, his vocals are amazing. And I must say, like, I'm so proud of him. And I'm speaking like I know him personally, but I'm so proud of him. I used to listen to Don Toliver back in the Donny Womack days with Diamonds and Diva, Backend, Mamma Mia, like, and now he's on a Kanye song with this beautiful, just beautiful vocal. Kanye West and Kid Cudi, like, you know what you're gonna get. The man on the moon himself singing about the moon, his vocal, Kanye's vocal, the Don Toliver chorus, amazing, just amazing. When I heard them Cudi, it just took me back to Mr. Rager and the Man on the Moon, and oh man, their vocals just scissoring together like this, you know, just, oh my God. I could listen to that song all day and not get bored, and genuinely just close your eyes and let your spirit get lifted into the 9th dimension. Now we move on to Heaven and Hell, and this is where I think the album breaks up. I think that Moon was the last song of the first disc, and Heaven and Hell is now the first song on the second disc, on disc 2. And I feel like that initial erratic, mood-shifting album was disc 1, and now we move on to disc 2, which is a lot more focused. There's definitely a clearer direction when it comes to, you know, Heaven and Hell and Jesus and praising God. And I think Heaven and Hell, literally even the name of it, serves its purpose as that, as the split of the album, as becoming the second disc. After Heaven and Hell, we go straight into Donda, and it is basically just a speech from his mum with a little bit of vocal behind her, sorry, I should say. And yeah, it serves as a good interlude, I guess, to digest everything you've just heard and to prepare you for everything that you're about to hear, carrying on this mood and this direction, focusing on Jesus and Christianity and the Spirit. And not to mention, it's got a little Ariana Grande feature. It comes in right at the end. It's very subtle. Keep My Spirit Alive, really nice song, really well put together, tied together, nicely layered, good vocals on all parts. Not much more to say really. It's like a really good, really solid song. Now, Jesus Lord, a 9-minute journey, and I swear to God, I am religious after it. I've become a Christian. It's 9 minutes long, but doesn't feel like it, number one. Number two, the track genuinely keeps my attention and interest for the full 9 minutes. And you do go on this like spiritual journey as it goes on. By the end of it, you legit are singing along. And then you're hit right at the end for the final 2 minutes with the speech by Larry Hoover's son, Larry Hoover Jr. It just ties the song together right at the end really, really nicely. Make me new again even, I should say. Hi with a bunch of eyes, oh hey with a bunch of wise. The mood of the whole beat, the whole track, I'm ascending slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly ascending. Oh, it's great. I love it. It puts a smile on my face. The beat sounds a bit like a Flashing Light sample, actually. Let me double check it.
Trips to Florida, ordered the orders, views in the water. Make me do again. Last night don't count.
Yeah, it might be a Flashing Light sample. I'm not sure. I guess my musical ear is not really trained to listen to samples, but I'm pretty sure if not sample, it's definitely inspired by. And then at the end of it, the repetition of make me new again, make me new again. That repetition, bro, I swear to God, I'm gonna be a Christian. By the end of this album, by the end of this year, if I carry on listening to Donda, I am going to see you guys in church every Sunday. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be there. This literally is Christian EDM music, and I love it. I'm here for it. Jackson Martinez over in Colombia is going to be having a field day. On to Tell the Vision. This may be one of the worst songs I've listened to in my entire life. I understand why it's on the album. It's a tribute to Pop Smoke. I am happy Pop Smoke was tributed. The guy changed the sound of American music and American rap. I understand why Kanye put him on the album. I just think he could have done it in a different way. This could have been an outro or an intro to a song rather than its own standalone track. Lord, I Need You is the Kim Kardashian song where he goes into his relationship. I really liked it. My only problem with it is that it wasn't longer. It's one of the shorter songs on the album. It comes in at 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Yeah, I kind of wanted and I guess expected it to be a bit longer considering that he had just broken up and just gone through this divorce. But I also do respect him for not going into it too much as it is extremely personal. And, you know, as much as we are fans and he has opened up to us before about his life and about his relationships, I guess out of respect for his wife doesn't go into it too much or into too much detail. He's also probably had to sign a bunch of shit, which means he cannot go into it anyway legally. Otherwise, the Kardashian family, Chris specifically, will sue the shit out of him. Pure Souls. Now this man, Roddy Ricch, oh my God, he just can't stay away from bangers. He can't. And then moving on from Roddy, at the end of it, we have Shenseea, who I'd never heard of until this album. Amazing. Genuinely amazing. What a beautiful vocal. It's just like this tender, angelic sound with the organ in the back as well. There is a little bit of a crackle on the organ, and I guess it is done for effect. You know, someone like Mike Dean, Kanye West, all this production power should have maybe taken out this crackle. I don't want to hear this crackle every time a key on the organ is pressed, which did kind of bother me once I actually heard it. On to the penultimate song, Come to Life. I've only ever cried listening to one other song from Kanye West, and that's Streetlights. Piano on this song, the vocal from Kanye, the message, the lyrics, just everything about it. It really is a tearjerker. And I won't lie to you, I am man enough to admit to you that I cried. It does evoke that kind of emotion from me and just wow. And finally, the last song on the album. No child left behind. It really is a perfect closer to the album and to disc 2. I guess we've by now found Jesus. I'm a Christian now. He literally has done miracles on me. But yes, let's wrap up the album. I think it's a good album. I really do. I think it's everything that Jesus is King wanted to be. I liked a few songs on Jesus is King. I liked a few songs on Ye. I don't think they were masterpieces or like great Kanye West albums. However, this album, Donda, definitely had a clear sense of direction. It knew where it wanted to go. It knew what it wanted to do. With Ye, he was exploring and discussing his mental health, coming to terms with talking about it. And that's why it was quite all over the shop. Here on Donda, I think he's reflecting on his life, on his decisions, his personal relationships, and as I said, a lot more focused. And it's crazy because it's a mad juxtaposition. You know, you think about what's actually happened. We've just gone through a pandemic. He's had, 4 children now being born, and he's being divorced from his wife. He's got so much shit going on while making this album, yet it sounds like this is the most focused he's ever been. And I do think that, you know, we have to credit Jesus Christ, I guess, in a sense. He really has gotten this clear sense of being and knowing what he wants to do and what kind of message and how also to deliver this message. And yeah, I do think that the album is a double LP. It should be 2 discs rather than just a long 27-track album. And I think when you do split it in that sense, it also helps with like rating it. The part 2s obviously do come after the No Child Left Behind song. I don't think the features necessarily add anything or take anything away. What can I say? Some people will like it, some people will hate it. Me personally, I'm extremely indifferent. Going for the first 13 songs from Donda to Moon, I would give that a 6. Then the second disc from Heaven and Hell until the very end, not counting the part 2s, I would give a 8. Which means that for the entire album, I'm gonna go right in the middle, bang on, it's a simple 7. I think it's a good album, and it's good enough that it should and probably will contend for album of the year. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end, thank you guys like so much. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that I will see you again very, very soon. I'll see you guys on Sunday at church. Take care. Praise be to Jesus and glory to Donda. And yeah, I'll see you there. Take care.
Donda.